All right, you ready? One take? One take. Okay, so Chrissy made a good point. It's been
4 or 5 years.
4 years, I think,
Yeah.
since our last video, and that's long enough. I mean, it's almost like starting a new channel, really.
Yeah, well, and also we're going in a different direction. So.
Yeah, we're going in a different direction. What we did before was sort of a family daily vlog sort of channel, and that sort of ended when I went back into the Navy.
Multiple deployments.
Multiple deployments. As a matter of fact, my first 2.5 months back in the Navy, I was in Great Lakes, and Chrissy was back home in back here in Tennessee, and yeah, there was no video making during that time. So yeah, we just sort of lost track of it, but now we're back in. Yeah, I think there was a few false starts, like trying to make a few videos here and there, but really we just didn't have time. Yeah, and now currently we still don't have time, but we're gonna try to make the time. We got a lot of good content we can do here, so we'll do a little bit of an introduction and a reintroduction for those of you who have been around for well, honestly,
who hung around and stayed around.
Yeah, it's really like, they've had their YouTube channel and their subscriptions on, and like. They happen to subscribe to us, and they're probably like, who are these people still?
By now,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember these guys.
Yeah, vaguely. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we'll do a little reintroduction. I'm Ron.
I'm Chrissy.
And we have 4 children. One is 18, and they are they're Lavender right now. They're in another state visiting a friend, and then we got Ian.
He's 12 now.
He's 12. Just maybe about a centimeter taller than I am now at 12, which is good. I think any good father wants his kids to be bigger, stronger, better, faster, smarter than they are.
And then little Sophia is now 7.
Yeah, and I think we were calling her Lulu. And we still do. We call her Lulu because, she got that blonde curly hair and big giant blue eyes.
Also, she likes Lulu now. She likes Lily Grace better than Sophia Grace.
She's like, why you call me Sophia?
So yeah. It's kind of stuck.
Yeah, and then the one you guys don't know is Eli. Yeah.
Which is Elijah.
Yeah.
We always call him Eli.
Yeah, we call him Eli, and he's 4. And he's 4 years old and full of vinegar. And
running around the farm, enjoying, making all the trouble and mischief and playing with all the critters.
Yeah.
He's having a blast.
Hold on, I got a puppy trying to chew on the tripod. So we left the Navy again in February. The reasons why are complicated as life is, but it boils down to is I'm 39 now, and the military is a young man's game. It's physically taxing, so yeah, we made the decision just to leave that and go. And we're not getting any younger, and this is a dream we've always had.
Yeah, we've always wanted to start our homestead, and
yeah,
we thought, you know what, now's the time. Let's do this.
Yeah, now's the time. So we made the transition. We went back from we moved back from California back to East Tennessee. And searched for about a month, 2 months for this piece of land.
Yep.
And here we are.
Here we are, 15 acres.
15 acres of paradise.
Yeah. Up on a mountain, far away from everybody.
Up on a mountain, water's full of iron. Yeah, that sort of stuff. So here we are. And we kept the Growing Hearth name, and we actually extended that and named our farm Growing Hearth Farm. So. Right now you're on Growing Hearth Farm, which to date has not produced anything. We got lots of animals, but we've only been at it for
less than a month, about a month.
Little over a month, yeah, about a month and 10 days. We've probably had animals for about a month now. Talked a little bit earlier in the video earlier today about the sheep, their ability to escape, especially the poultry netting. They're not impressed by it. So they are right now they've escaped, and they're over in the field over there. So
eating lots of yummy grass.
Maybe we'll get a shot of you calling them in, the shepherdess calling them in. here in a little bit. But yeah, anything else before we get on with the tour?
No, I guess not.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. All right. Yeah, one take. So here it goes.
Meet the craters.
Whoa! How's that for one take? Okay. So let me switch you guys around here. So here are the goats. We have 2 nannies, 1 Billy. Billy's the black one there.
That's our buck. These are Nigerian dwarf goats.
Yeah, that's Chip.
So we've got Nigerian dwarf goats because we eventually hope to make
Nice.
milk, get milk from them.
Yeah.
So this is Willow, the blue one.
Yeah, Willow. She's any of you have ever watched Willow the movie, Willow Offgood? I think that's why Willow's such a popular name for goats. But yeah, it fits her good. She's spicy goat. This is
Little Jubilee.
Little Jubilee. She's real hard to get a hold of. Once you get a hold of her, she'll hug on you and stuff.
Super sweet.
Yeah, really sweet, really small.
Yes, we're definitely trying to socialize them and make them more tame, more friendly, so that they will come to us. And it's working pretty good so far.
It works mostly when you have food. As it does with animals. And you can see my pile of fencing here. Don't worry about that. Never mind that. Don't see it.
Yeah, we've still got a lot of cleaning up to do.
Still got a lot of fencing to do. As a matter of fact. Yeah. So.
It's a work in progress for sure.
Here's our Kuni Kuni. He's a little boy. We named him Prize.
He's our Prize Kuni Kuni.
He's our Prize Kuni Kuni. Real cutie, still really skittish. I don't think he was very socialized as he was coming up with his litter mates.
So we're definitely working on that with him too.
Yeah, feeding him apples and stuff like that. This is
Perseverance.
Perseverance.
This is Percy.
Yeah, Perseverance, and she is an expecting female. She is a pig. So we thought we were getting a Kuni Kuni when we got her, and we're pretty sure. We're fairly certain that she's actually a, what do you call it?
Potbelly.
A potbelly pig. So she's expecting though from another potbelly, not this guy. He's too young, too little. But yeah, we'll be hopefully having piglets sometime in the next 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Something like that. But she's already showing, so it could be literally in the next month.
We're not sure because she was pregnant when we got her. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so those are the pigs. You can see this is basically patching on different pieces of the fence to keep her from escaping. She's really good at escaping, and of course he follows her everywhere she goes. And they got these dog houses were a really good quick solution, and it's a great size for Kuni Kuni potbelly pig size pigs, and they were a great solution. They took right to them. And out here is where sheep always escape to. And I spoke in a video earlier today about some bare spots in the ground where it's literally just rocks. And you can see, just like this right here, you see it's bare with rocks. We got some animal droppings here that's gonna break down. And we've run the sheep here already, as you can see. And they're doing their job. They're dropping and hopefully improving that soil. And down here we got our sheep. Sheep.
Sheep, 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 sheep. Sheep, 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 sheep. Sheep, 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 sheep. Sheep, 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 sheep.
Here they come.
Sheep, 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 sheep.
Yeah, and you can see Frodo the pug out there. Yeah. So this big guy right here, that's Brock. We didn't name him Brock, but we're part of our inspiration going into the sheep business is a YouTuber named Sandy Brock. If you haven't heard of her, okay. Huh?
We did name him Brock.
Did we? Did we name him Brock? Yes. Okay. I don't know. I'm so busy with the house. Chrissy has to do a lot of the farm stuff, but he's been named after Sandy Brock, who's a big inspiration for us. If you haven't heard of her, go check her out. She has a lot of great content. Lambs, sheep, whatnot.
Sheep.
Some of these guys didn't come.
Like the grass is too good.
Yeah, normally they stay together, but we bought our sheep in a couple of different groups. And some of them were a little standoffish to us and the other sheep, the last group that we got. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to feed them. We're going to throw some feed in their trough here. And then we'll get a good view of all of them. Some of them, most of them have names. Sorry for all the camera work here. Most of them have names. But we'll get them in here. Sheep. Oh, there's corn on the ground. Anyway, most of them have names. They sort of name themselves most of the time. Lulu's really good at naming. Lulu had we had a crab in our fish tank in California, and Lulu named it Bucket. And since then, she's our prime. I wouldn't worry about it too much. She's our prime animal primer namer. I mean, here we go. Here's some of them. I think the ones down in the field don't know that there's food available. Anyway,
so we have a total of 21.
This is Laura, a real beauty, also super skittish. Yeah, a total of 21. That's right. There's Brock. Brock's a sweet guy. He's not too much aggression from him, which is good. Not too much aggression. Sometimes he'll try to butt heads, but so the way you deal with a ram being playful and butting your head when you don't want it is whenever they come at you about the time they're about to hit, just kind of like take your arm and just kind of roll them away, and then they walk away like that didn't happen. So I know this is one take, but we're gonna get a little more set up here, and so I'm gonna try to pause the video. Since I have an Android, I have the ability to pause. Okay, some of them didn't follow the fence rules. Anyway, so this right here is Coffee, and Coffee's lamb is on the other side of the fence, and this is our first lamb born on the farm.
Didn't even know
she was pregnant. We weren't expecting that yet, and Chrissy's sister actually came out to see the property, and I'm like, this is this sheep, this is this sheep, and who's that? Who are you? Where'd you come from? But yeah, she's our little promise that, hey, Frodo. That's Frodo, the worst farm dog ever. He tries. Yeah. It's kind of a mess. Kind of a mess.
So, are you paused? That's a little tour of the video, or that's a little tour of the farm.
One take. A little butterfly. There we go. Okay, so actually there's a little bit more we could see.
Yeah, there's plenty more we can see.
Yeah. Let's
How long is the video going to be?
we're about 13 minutes now. I think we're okay. All right, so we'll give a walk out here. So we bought this fencing here, and it makes for quick fencing, but this was supposed to be a pig pen, and that didn't work out so well. But it makes pretty good gates. You see that sheep right there. Sheep don't like to be alone. So she's freaking out just a little bit. Yeah. Hey, come on, we'll do the rest of the tour, and then we'll get them funneled back in here. I'll set up the fence better for getting them all in. All right, so that's the animals for the most part. We do have the baby ducks and the baby chickens,
And the rabbits.
and the rabbits, and we'll do a little bit of that at the end. Show you guys because that's going toward the RV, and that's our kind of our living situation right now. Is the RV made in the '90s? Nothing really to be excited about. It's just we've got it set up for us to
Have somewhere to be
Yeah.
while we're building.
have somewhere to be, because we could stay down in town, but it's really farming is much better if you're actually on the farm.
Yeah, that's what we were doing in the beginning. In the beginning, we were staying down in town.
Yeah.
And then driving up here and back home,
Yeah.
back down every day.
And especially when it came to the house building process, because it seemed like a lot of days I just couldn't make it up here before 10 or 11 o'clock. And then add to that I'm working here all day till it's dark, and I'm driving home in the dark, or driving to where we're staying in the dark. This is our tractor monument. It doesn't belong to us. It's actually the previous owners, and he does expect to come get it. But honestly, me and Chrissy decided we kind of like having it there in the
we
yard.
don't mind.
It would be nice to have our own tractor that actually works.
For sure.
That's goals.
Goals, yes.
Goals,
yes.
yeah.
We have a lot of those. We have
A lot of goals. An interesting tidbit is we have these cedars here, and I talked about that in the previous video, kind of make the soil acidic. Although I really do like them, I think some of them are going to go.
And I think a lot of this area over here is going to be where I do a lot of my growing.
Yeah. Actually, let me switch the camera.
All that.
This is the south-facing hill. So this is where oh, look at the sky.
Yeah.
I love it when it's like this. So this is where a lot of the growing is going to happen. So the soil improvement will look a little deep over here. But yeah, and
I planted up putting trees down.
bless
down
you
the
so
hill.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna put some fruit trees down. If I can get a finger in here. Okay. The road crosses over there. You kind of the hill kind of obscures it right here, where we're gonna line the road with fruit trees. Oh, gosh, fruit trees right there. And then up here is where a lot of the growing is gonna happen. Honestly, not much growing happening this year.
Yeah.
We may get some late crops in, maybe some fall crops, because this is a priority. We got to get out of the RV. There's not enough room. But let me pause here and I'll give you a little tour of the house layout. Okay, so here's a tour of the house. So in this area, we got the main living area right here. The main living area, and there'll be some bathrooms over there. Over there's the master bedroom. Here's the bedroom for the younger kids, and the 2 bedrooms for the older kids. Really keeping it simple. For one, the more what's the word, complicated to make your house, the longer it takes to build. Also, the more expensive it gets. So we're keeping it really simple. This is a very simple ranch style farmhouse. And
Price of lumber right now is insane.
oh, the price of lumber is incredible. It's costing us 3 times as much to build this house as it would have 2 years ago. But yeah, so a big tip for you here. You can see I got part of the roof up, and there should be a wall along the floor here. That's the center supporting wall. But I thought, well, I'd throw my lumber on the floor in here and get the and have it up off the ground, like because I didn't feel like throwing poles out. Well, that lumber's in the way of that supporting wall, so I'm processing that lumber and getting part of the roof up so I don't have to move it twice. Yeah, but right now the lighting in here is amazing. It's just it's like being outside. It's really great. It's a wonderful house.
You can't copy it unless you actually are outside.
Yeah. You would have to be outside to get better lighting on this. Anyway, so we're coming up on 20 minutes. That's pretty close to one take. No editing. You guys are going to see me drop the phone and all the weird camera angles and all that. So that's it. In 20 seconds, we'll say bye. Like, subscribe, comment.
Ask any questions.
Ask any questions you want to, and
We'll try to answer them.
and we'll try to answer them. And that's it. Bye.
Bye.